Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Eon. You already know me. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 79 of Forever Slow Stroking the podcast, and I'm going to talk to you today about Metaverse and crypto right now, son. Let's get it, son. Also, please, if you don't mind, and if you're new to the channel or whatever, I don't care, son. Please just like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. It means a lot. And also, if you leave a comment and let me know what type of information you want to hear more about, just let me know. I don't mind, son. I definitely don't mind going over some stuff. But today is I want to go ahead and start off by talking about SPY real quick, just real quick, son. One thing I noticed about the stock market is we're heading towards like a correction, right? And the correction is just when the overall market or a specific stock in the market or any currency or whatever you have it, right, pulls back 10%. That's a correction, right? A pullback of 10%. So SPY pulling back, 10% would be close to $400. And this is me evaluating at a previous high that I've seen a few months ago, right? Back, around August, September. So that pullback will be around $400, right? Maybe 407. So just understand that's what's going on. And as you can see in this chart right here, SPY, if you're watching on YouTube, SPY is currently heading towards that 50 moving average. So once it hits that 50 moving average, it may quickly bounce back. So just stay tuned for that. It's been a long time since SPY has been at that 50 moving average. So I'm just watching that. That's why I'm not too anxious that the stock market is pulling back. I mean, it was really overdue anyway, right, son? So that's that. But now I want to go ahead and talk about the crypto stuff, right? So Bitcoin, along with the stock market, Bitcoin and crypto markets have pulled back significantly, son. Bitcoin is down to $35,000, right? I believe it was at 34K at some point, but son, that joint dropped from being over 60K to now 35K. This is a good time for people that are interested in buying, the dip or whatever. We just crossed the 100 moving average on Bitcoin. I'm looking at the weekly chart. That's 100 moving average, so 100 weeks. The average price would be at that EMA, right? And then next level would be the 200 moving average. But that 100 EMA just got crossed on this week. So if you buying now, okay, cool. You have nothing to worry about. You're buying at a pretty good price overall. But the main thing I really care to talk about this episode is the metaverse, right? So a lot of people still may not fully understand the metaverse and NFTs and things like that. So one thing I did this weekend, I watched this movie, Ready Player One. Ready Player One is this movie where it's this guy, I forget his name, but this character, his name's Wade. So Wade, he lives in this terrible living conditions. I mean, he sleeps on a washer and dryer. Like, he sleeps on his aunt's washer and dryer, right? And everybody in the movie really lives in these terrible conditions except for these, these corporate people who thrive on making things happen in the metaverse. Well, in their world called Oasis, right? Their metaverse is called Oasis. And it's actually pretty cool, but I have some picture here, right? And this picture kind of shows his living conditions. If you look at his chair is like, it has like, what is it? Memory foam on the chair, but raw memory foam. The chair is disgusting. He's actually in the back of a van, like one of those vans where you'll put tools and stuff in. He's behind in the back of the van, right? And he has this bike, he has a treadmill and things like that. But I'm gonna fast forward and go to this next picture, right? He's inside his van still, right? But he's on this treadmill. This treadmill moves back, forward, side to side. It's a multi, directional treadmill, you could say, right? Or platform treadmill. So it's actually pretty cool. So this is how he gets around in the metaverse, right? So he's walking in this truck, but that platform keeps him, physically moving. So it simulates a real world. And that's kind of how the metaverse is, right, son? And it will take over in a similar fashion, right? You can see he has his VR headset on, and that's what people use to view this digital reality. They have their virtual headsets, and which is shown in this picture right here. Now, their Oasis world is now being shown where it's almost like they're at the mall or the hub, like downtown maybe, and the characters are walking around, down there. They may do shopping. At one point in the movie, he unlocked this crazy level, and they gave him $100,000 or 100,000 coins. If you think about 100,000 coins, you start to think about crypto, right? They didn't give him dollars; they gave him coin. They gave him tokens, so that's like crypto, right? Because we call crypto coins. So they gave him money, and he went shopping for digital assets, and some of the digital assets allowed him to purchase physical assets, like this one suit that he bought, right? He bought this suit to give him more sensibility. So these things this is kind of how our metaverse is being shaped, right, son? So if you look at their metaverse versus our metaverse, this is our metaverse where you have people with their VR headsets. They're downtown somewhere, in some Asian town. Only reason I say that is because I see the text. I can see the text, and it looks like an Asian type of text. And also, you have the cryptos, like you see Ethereum right there, and they're looking at NFTs. And one thing that you got to know, Ethereum is very important right now, especially if you are thinking about getting into NFTs. And let's go ahead and look at Ethereum while I talk about this. So Ethereum is very important because most NFTs are purchased with Ethereum. If you are on, what is this called, like Ocean? No, not Ocean. Open Seas. If you're on Open Seas, you're using WE, which is a wrapped Ethereum, which is pretty much, you still have to have, Ethereum to transfer into the wrapped Ethereum, right? And most NFTs require you to, purchase it with Ethereum. So Ethereum is very important, so to say the least, right? So on this weekly chart, Ethereum is headed towards the 100 moving average, and that is very valid. Now, why is this valid? Is because Ethereum was staying at a pretty, I wouldn't say consistent, but it was a consistent uptrend, right? And seeing this pullback, I have this downtrend line drawn. If you can see it well, if you can't, I apologize, but I have this downtrend line drawn, and I'm seeing Ethereum pulling back, and it's pulling back in a drastic way. But this is really good. This is your opportunity to buy Ethereum, because Ethereum will always be valid, because most of the NFTs and metaverse concepts are built off of the Ethereum blockchain. So once you understand blockchain, you can see how all this stuff ties together, right, son? But Ethereum, I think now is a good buy under 2,500. That's fan-freaking-tastic, right? And if Ethereum does pull back to 1,700, 1,600, son, I'm loading chopper. It's that simple. I will buy more. I've been buying on the dip. I've been buying before the dip, and I will continue to buy Ethereum because Ethereum is just that valid, especially when they come out with Ethereum 2.0. That joint's going to be crazy because it's less gas fees. A lot of people with these NFTs, what happens is you may buy an NFT for, I don't know, a couple $100 or maybe $1,000, but your gas fees, which are like your transaction fees, are crazy, son. You have to pay hundreds of dollars more just to, pay for that transaction to be completed, right? So pay attention to that, right? That's why that Ethereum 2.0 is very important for a lot of people. Now, going into the actual metaverse, right? You use this crypto called Mana, right? This is decentraland, right? So with decentraland Mana, you are able to, purchase plots, right? You're able to purchase your land so that you can build up things in the metaverse. And it's not cheap to do so, but because the currency for the amount of, I don't know, maybe the cost per land has decreased. Now it may be cheaper for you to make these transactions happen, right? So Mana, which is Decentraland, has dipped beyond its overall, uptrend trajectory, right, son? and it pulled back below $2 at some point this weekend, but now it's sitting at $2.06, son. This is still a valid buy, in my opinion, son. Is under the 20 moving average, significantly under the 20 moving average on the weekly chart. I'm not seeing a 50 moving average on the weekly chart because it probably hasn't been around that long, right, son? So, Mana Decentraland, also a great buy, son. If you're looking at these charts, please, I'd recommend looking on the weekly, because it really won't catch you off guard, the movements that are being made, because you'll see the overall view, right? And if you have a crypto or a stock that has been around for a long time, then that's when you look at that monthly chart, right? So if you got a couple years of longevity in a crypto or a stock or any asset or security, so to say, look at that weekly and that monthly chart, because then your mind will be more prepared for what may happen in the future, because you'll be able to see a better range of data versus seeing a whole bunch of candlesticks for just a month. Like, if you look on an hourly, you may see so many candlesticks, but it only represents a month of data, versus looking on the monthly, you see years of data. So that's very important. So also, I'm looking at Mana. If Mana does pull back to 150, I'm definitely adding more. I've been adding more over the weekend. So please, I think definitely look into Mana, because this is a great project and more people are getting, into this metaverse by the day. So like, there's older people coming up to me like, hey, you heard of the metaverse, and have you started about buying property? I'm like, dang, son, this joint really is picking up, ain't it? So please, don't be ignorant to it. You know what I'm saying? It is a new wave. Companies like Microsoft getting involved. Even Subway. I saw on Instagram an ad for Subway, and they digitized their sandwich. They say, what does NFT stand for? And it said it stands for need foot long today. Like, I need a foot long sandwich today, or whatever. Pause. But yeah, son, so this joint is picking up, and I think the crypto market's pullback is offering for a great opportunity for a lot of people to finally get into these projects at great prices. Even XRP is 60 cents, son. This is great. If you're looking at, what is this? Litecoin, $107. Solana's a great they have a great project going on. And Solana's almost like Ethereum, but Solana's under $100, right? BAT under 70, a little over 72 cents, but that's valid, son. And then also for those who love those not so great altcoins, or trash coins, whatever you may call it, meme coins, that's what it is, meme coins, like Shiba is, that joint is down bad, son. So if you really wanted Shiba, son, and you think it's gonna go to the moon, whatever, then this may be a good time for you to buy it, son. You could definitely get a decent amount of Shiba coins for, a few $100s, and you could pretty much buy it on any platform, Voyager, Crypto.com, Coinbase, and so on and so forth. Bitmart, so many platforms that you could buy it on. So that's that. But look, son, thank you all for tuning in. If you need more information, just holler at me, son. Also, don't forget to check out Jermaine's Hustle class. And, hey, you already know how this game goes, son. That's all I got for y'all. I gotta go. Peace.